Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is where you're at. Lana Scott, welcome back to the tribe. So guys, this is more about the membership side. I am really excited to be doing this because there are so many different things I want to explore with you, things I want to teach you. Not only are there like super chat and there's stickers and all that kind of stuff that YouTube offers for members, I'm also wanting to do some different things and teach some different things, and I'm hoping somebody will find that of interest to them. Some simple spell work, non-religious type, okay? I would like to maybe do some incenses and herbal powders that I like to do, that I like to use. I have really quite a bit of knowledge in that. I want to do readings for you guys. I want to do more on the channel and for members. I want to do more candle meditations. And maybe even I want to try out some spirit writing to see what we can get into. And there's just a whole bunch of different things I want to do, but I don't want it to get to the point where everybody just kind of goes, well, it's too much. Okay, so once we start getting memberships going, that is something that I want to explore. I do really want to teach some simple things like how to make holy water, which is just a water that you bless with your own energy, that you spray around your place to protect your space, cleanse your space, those kind of things, and how to make simple incenses with either herbs that you have already in your kitchen or herbs that you can buy online that at the most for like an ounce of some of them are just a couple of dollars. That will go a long way because you usually make them only by anywhere from a tablespoon or less of each herb. And I'm going to stick with very simple stuff that I want to teach. I also, they keep saying something about the maps. And I still want to focus on going into the future and talking about dreams that people have and things that you get in intuitive hits. And I want to give people also a chance to talk about the dreams and things that they have or intuitive hits that they have and what they've learned from them to teach other people. So this is a joint effort. This is not, I mean, if you want somebody that just teaches you things, I can do that too. But I'm really looking to see what we can all learn from each other, because anytime you have someone new come into your life, there should be things that they can show you, teach you, that you learn along the way, that help you on your path. Okay? And I've had all kind of things from intuitive hits and visions of angels. I've literally seen angels helping people, to having prophetic dreams come true, and I cannot be the only one. And that seems to be my mantra here, at least. I can't be the only one, okay? So I just want to throw that out there. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I've actually had people share some of the videos more than I ever thought that they would. And I just want to do some things that, again, I'm hearing maps. They're wanting me to do something with maps. And the message isn't quite, like, clear. It's like they're wanting me to do some more card maps. So I'm going to do some more of those. And if some of you would like to say, you know, a specific place or state or something for me to do a reading on, I'd be more than happy to do that. There's going to be more runes in there. And I also have a set of wooden block letters that when I do some of the ancestor readings, I'm going to have the ancestors guide me in whatever, like letters for people's names. I've got a pouch of those that I want to start using. And I also want to start doing something with my pendulum as well. Somebody else had at one time requested that I do some more stuff with that. And I'm just going to keep doing however they tell me to go. And if my group stays small, it stays small. That's okay with me. I just really want to help people. And I'm just, right now, they're really pushing the pendulum, the maps, and some of the readings as well. So this being for members only, I have my, this Time Oracle, Discover Your Path, which has the 2 pieces to it. It has the Future Happenings and Pursuits to Consider. It's got the Truth Oracle, which I absolutely love this deck. Okay, this Truth Oracle deck has to do with just about everything that you can think of that it talks about, and I'm anxious to get started on using it. What's this one? Forgotten Person, Wow, core past old friend. Oh, they're telling me even somebody that's been lost that needs to be found. That might be a card that needs to be used with the ancestor deck. Oh, see, I get messages from everything, guys. Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, karma. So serendipity is when things, when you and somebody else have something similar. Catalyst is when somebody comes along and breaks you out of the mold. And then karma is where something good or bad, depending on what you've done, comes back and the divine has stepped in. People, we don't realize how many times the divine actually steps in to guide you, help you, even to shake you out of the status quo, to like when I first moved to California, I was doing someone's garden of all things, and I'll be damned if while doing that garden, I didn't have, that's where I got the 2 angel visions at, okay? And it's like they just wanted me to see how much they interact with us, even when we don't realize it, okay? At some point, too, I'm going to do more angel messages. Something about our past history might have something to do with it as well. Commitment, oath, agreement, pledge, promise, out of the this Truth Oracle deck. And I have several of these, and I have just fallen in love with these cards and the messages that they give me, because sometimes what the picture is on the card has nothing to do with what it says on the front of it, okay? And then I also have this Other Time Oracle deck, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's the place deck. Oh, no, this is the one. Eternal Realm, Path of the Pendulum, Dance of the Seasons. This is also a timing deck, which it also has other things in it. And I'm going to be using it as some extra guidance for you guys. And guys, you just would not believe how phenomenal this deck is. Okay? And then I'm also going to share with both sides this Time Oracle deck, which actually gives you timing on when. If I did a reading and it was talking about something coming in the future, I might just grab this deck and pull a card out of it and say, hey, just show me a time when this deck comes, when this, when that flipped out. So for somebody, the card might come up, might be May. Okay, so there's the months in here. There's things about years, seasons, special dates, not the right time, morning, tomorrow, next month, spring. It's got all the seasons. Talks about allowing things to come in a few months. Just all kind of different messages. Okay, that I think in the message of the cosmic oracle cards, and they actually have another deck. I think it's on Amazon that is something like the message of the oracle cards. And over time, I'm going to get it too. And then I'm going to figure out how they're wanting me to use these decks. Okay? Or whatever, whenever they tell me, pull this particular deck. Which they do on occasion. Okay? I also am going to want to do, and I might do some of those on my regular videos as well. It might not just be members only. I'm wanting to do some candle meditations. Like, if you go back and look at some of my earlier stuff, when they were coming in, it was during this time of year, which we're going into. And I'm feeling like that during spring and summer, because there's so much more going on, that's when they kind of lay low for me. But since I moved to California in the wintertime, when we're mostly indoors, that's when they talk the most to me. That's when, I mean, because I moved here at the beginning of summer, and a lot of things happened. And then as I went into that first winter, guys, it got crazy around here. I was by myself. It was just me and the one cat. It was just me and Sky. And I was getting many visions. Because I really kind of cut off everything and everyone around me. Okay? And I'm hoping to do that again, except for Daniel. Daniel's got his own thing going on. And I really, really, really want to get down to the nitty gritty again. I really want to get to where people ask questions, where I can do readings. I might even do something where there's some free readings for members. Members only, okay? So this is members only, not regular general, unless, because YouTube has really strict laws about some things. But I might even, after I get so many members, I might even start, doing something where I put everybody's name in a pot and I give a free reading to somebody. And they can ask 1 or 2 questions. Now, I saw somebody else that said this, and it kind of makes sense. We're not going to do so much readings about how your relationship's going to turn out, because there's so many variables in that. People say, my ear's going off. People say and do different things every day. That is, it's like, how would you like it if someone did it to you? Is the way they put it. Okay, because you can ask for guidance on that, but sometimes it's just you need to say the right thing, or do the right thing, or you need to find the middle ground. A lot of people have a hard time, and I don't know why, finding a compromise, okay, where I get something and I give up something, and the other person gets something and gives up something. People as humans, a lot of us have that I want to win, and sometimes we just we want what we want. The heart wants what it wants, right? So that's another thing to look at. But sometimes, especially if you've been married for a long time and you know you love this person and you don't want to leave and you just want it to work out, sometimes it depends on how much you're willing to give, how much they're willing to give. And sometimes when they're just done, sometimes just making a decision to walk away is the hardest thing to ever do. Trust me, been there, done that, okay? 9-year relationship, kicked it to the curb because it just wasn't, it hadn't been good for 5 years and I still stuck and hold on. I was going to make it better. Sometimes letting go of an old situation to heal and bring a new situation in that might actually be better for you in the long run. Heart-wise, mental, emotional, living status, living situation, job-wise. Sometimes just cutting cords and leaving is the best thing you can ever do, even though it can be the hardest thing you can ever do. Seriously. Okay? So, now let's get into a reading. So, I was just, again, guys, I give a lot of information. People tell me I say too much. And I really do, because I really give out too much information and I talk about myself. But it's how I relate. And it's really hard for me to, to do those kind of things. So, I'm going to, what do I want to use for the main energy? What do you want me to use for the main energy? Okay. So we're going to get a main energy card. Can this be for a specific person? Let's see what energy card comes up. What's the main focus of the energy for this reading? I'm not going to have no flippers. How many times? So what's at the base of the situation? Deliberation. So you're being called to think very carefully before you make your next move. You might be having to wait on divine timing. You might have to wait for a situation to shift and change. The ground maybe feels shaking underneath your feet. This is a time to deliberate carefully before your next move, because it requires more thought than what you think it does. Okay? And what's being seen? You know the truth. And you're waiting for the truth to come out in some sort of way. See, he's got the talking stick there. Some more talking is probably needed. But this feels like a wait or time card to me right now, when it normally doesn't speak that way. See how he's got this bandana over his eyes? Maybe he's not seeing the truth. Or maybe he needs to hear the truth or see the truth. So something is going on behind the scenes. That is what is going to... Maybe it's something that's not known yet, and that's why you got the deliberation card. Okay? Was that you need to think carefully about it, because... Maybe even actually wait before you make the decision. Because for some of you, the truth is getting ready to come out. And it's what's going to bring that piece of knowledge, that little nugget of information that you don't know, is what's going to cause things to change. So they're wanting you to wait a little bit. Okay? What's the next one? Power. So this could be either you starting to find your power. This could be Sage. Sorry, guys, she's making noise. This is either you coming into your power or someone else that's in their power. And I'm hearing... Okay, how can I say that? Somebody thinks they're in their power and they've got something over you. But in actuality, you've got more power than they do. Because there's some kind of truth you don't know about this situation. So that's why they're wanting you to wait and deliberate. Okay? Reflection. Again, deliberation. Wait for the truth to come out. This has to do with divine timing. I can tell you that right now. This has to do with divine timing, and you need to wait for that, whatever it is. Let's grab a timing card right there on that. Okay. That flipped right on over. Seasonal Serenade. Find harmony in the changing seasons. Adapt to life's rhythms with grace and appreciation for each phase. So this feels like to me that going into this next season is during the time when this truth is going to become known. Okay? So you just need to wait a little while to see, because it's going to take a little bit for it to come out. Okay? What else? We're waiting for the Wheel of Fortune to turn, is what I'm hearing when I look at this clock on this Seasonal Serenade. So this is going to take, this is something, okay, this is something that's going to evolve over the next season. This truth that is being kept from you, time will tell. Time will tell. What is that? So activation. Something, you're going to be activated by something that you find out that makes you come into your power, and this other person or this other situation, this feels like a group, not a single person, but it could apply to a single person. So, waiting for some kind of activation. This feels kind of like this is kind of sort of in the past and present, and going into the future. I mean, this feels like this is like in the middle of time or a time dilemma of some sort. Okay? So if you've been trying to look at everything and figure something out, okay, and it has to do with another person, it's going to be a little while during the next season before that information comes out that is then going to activate you, where you're going to come more into your power, and you're going to be the one that's going to be leveling up, stepping up, being able to prove your case, so to speak. Anybody a lawyer out there? Is this to do with a lawyer? You're a very peaceful sort of person, and you have very strong boundaries. Maybe this other person that needs to speak their truth is not very honest, but it's going to come to pass, and everything about them, everything they say is going to be proven to be a lie in some sort of way. Or they've shaded the truth. Yes. Yes. This person is trying to pull the wool over somebody else's eyes. Okay? And they're not telling the truth. And over time, over the next season, this is going to come about an activation, and a lot of people are not going to be happy about it. People that are very peaceful and have very strong boundaries, or a leader of some sort that has a lot of peace and boundaries. Oh, yes. Somebody's going to be caught in the middle of a lie. Drama. Drama. But this might even be... So this person that's telling these lies, or is telling these partial truths, half-truths, they cannot be, they sound good, they look good, but they're not. They're not going to stick to what they say unless they come out on top, okay? They're not saying and doing everything for anybody else but themselves, okay? So, but the others, the people around them, or this person, whoever this reading is for, you have good, you're a good person, okay? Or the people that are involved around them are all basically peace-loving, boundary people that stick to what they say. Their honesty. This is all about honesty. This is all about honesty. So careful deliberation. This truth card, somebody's going to be caught in a lie. I'm just hearing that. I'm feeling that and everything. And the others are not going to be, it's going to activate them in some sort of way to make changes. This might be somebody you consider to be famous. I don't know if this is a close relationship or one you're observing from afar. Some of you might be observing this going on. Others of you might be actually closer to it than what you think you are. It's going to cause you to reflect on your choices as well to make better ones for the future. Someone's going to get activated in some kind of way. Okay, so what about the truth? So what is the truth of this situation? How does this play out in the near future? That's how we're going to ask this one. How does this truth come about this person that's oh my gosh. Guys, hidden truth, hidden things, secret treasure, tip of the iceberg. This person is going to be caught, and it's going to, as we go into the future, especially back into Pluto and Aquarius, this person's going to be exposed. These blinders are coming, and other people are going to see that the blinders are coming off, and they're going to see this person for who they really are, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So, guys, keep an eye out for that. Keep your circle small, okay? That's just a word of advice from somebody of 61 years. Keep your, wow. What else do you want to tell us? What else do you want to, what other kind of truth do you want to tell us? What other kind of truth do you want to tell us? Chew. Deep thinking. Remember. Solve puzzles. Code word. Okay, so I'm feeling like that whoever this person is that's going to be caught out in their own web of deceit, I'll put it. Other people are going to remember things, put together bits of the pieces. Maybe somebody that's that has some kind of work where they talk about other people and places and things that are important to other people, are going to start noticing things, and they'll be very careful how they use their words. But a lot of more things are going to come out. A lot of more things are going to come out. Code words, something to do too with something to do with the way words are. I'm seeing somebody writing, somebody printing or publishing something, talking about somebody else, and they're going to mention something someone's going to see later, and they're going to point that out. One person's going, or maybe two, are going to see some things that when they mention it to the right person, and then they mention it to the next person, and the next one, it's going to come out, and everybody's going to know. And it's not going to, I keep hearing it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. It also might cause this person to, I don't know which one, to let go. They keep saying code word. What is this about this code word? Code word, what does that mean? I feel like we're talking about espionage or something behind the scenes. Secrets. Things hidden. It's not over. Back and forth. Baggage. Unfinished business. This is something that's going to drag on for a while. Going to drag on for a while. Investigation, explore, search. Oh my gosh, guys. Somebody's going to be investigated. Okay. Wow. Some kind of secret is going to be, truth is going to come out. Top level. Crown, owner, master, top level. They're pointing out top level. Top level. This is going as high as it can go. Somebody's going to be called to investigate. Put some kind of a puzzle together about some kind of truth that's being hidden or keeps being, because it says talking stick, keeps being spoken about but is not true. It's a falsehood. All right, that's about all I'm getting from that. Let me, somebody's going to go on a journey of looking for the truth, because they're not going to like what they're seeing and hearing. And they're a very peaceful person. They just come to a breaking point. They get activated and they just come to a breaking point. Just some kind of breaking point. So future happenings and pursuits to consider. So we're going to do the purple cards first. I'm going to shuffle those up. So what kind of future happening? Or what might be the result? What might be the result of this person that goes on this, I'm hearing a reporter. What might this person discover in the future? Let's get one more. I don't have my glasses over here. Okay. Future happening. You enhance the execution of your strategies. Guys, I can't make that up. I'm going to read the whole thing to you. Somebody strategically goes about finding what the truth is. Okay. In matters of spirituality grows. Your curiosity in matters of spirituality grows. You swiftly progress toward your objectives. Family members offer their backing. Collaborating with your colleagues leads to outstanding, outcomes. You start listening to your intuition. You listen to your intuition and you start paying attention to all those little things that are niggling you, that make you go, you know what I mean? You know those kind of things? You could find yourself being recognized and rewarded. Good fortune continues to favor you. Pulitzer Prize, award-winning thing, award-winning article. Maybe this is a journalist, someone who becomes a journalist or is in journalist school that wants to find the truth at all costs. And in the future, this is one of the things, or maybe this is where you start, and this is what leads you into the future, finding that truth no matter what comes out, no matter how much you feel like it's going to hurt people. You stick to your guns, you stick to your morals, you stick to what you know to be true. That's why we got that deliberation, that reflection. Okay, future happenings on the other one. Anticipate a vibrant rekindling of connections. So it might be connections that help you bring this truth out. Maybe even some people that you have not talked to in a while. But you realize, okay, so I'm hearing 6 degrees. You know how they always say there's 6 degrees between you and being able to meet a famous person or doing something, and you find someone that knows someone that knows someone. So I feel like somebody goes on a search to find people that have been out of the public eye for a while, and you learn something. I'm seeing somebody, I'm hearing gumshoe, and I'm seeing somebody traveling the streets, knocking on doors, hitting up people that they haven't talked to in a long time. Your schedule unfolds seamlessly. A significant victory awaits you. You are established, but it's hard work. Okay, you do put in the hard work. You establish crucial limits concerning communication and your availability. Prepare your substantial transformations within your home and personal life. More leisure time becomes available for enjoyment. You establish a stimulating connection with someone unforeseen and invigorating. So this might be somebody. Oh, okay, I can't say that. How can I put this into words? What they're showing me. Somebody establishes a tie or a connection to somebody in a high place that is not considered, they're in a high place, but they're like somebody behind the scenes that begins working like an informant or brings information to you that helps you to solve puzzles or helps you to, you uncover something about this truth. This is like somebody that everybody would want to trust, but everything that they say sounds good and looks good on paper, but it's not. I don't know how better to explain that. The best way out is always through. What's the saying on the end of this card? Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Wow. This is somebody that goes from being behind the scenes and at a later date in the future, something about Pulitzer, a Pulitzer Prize or some kind of, that's what they're showing me. Maybe it's not a Pulitzer Prize, but it's some kind of where they win an award for their background work, the work that they do behind the scenes. Okay, so take that how that comes in. Okay, and then I'm going to pull one on this. I'm not going to pull one. We're going to shuffle them and see what it gives us. I want to see about the pursuits to. So what can this person do now? I didn't even get to shuffle. Pursuits to consider. Okay, so I was going to ask the question, what can this person do to help them get to this point of creating this life that they want, to uncover the truth at some point in the future about this person? Pursuits to consider. You exhibit a penchant for sharing your skills, self-care, and displaying generosity. It's advisable to maintain discretion. So yeah, if you're asking about somebody or something, or you're some kind of investigator, you have to use discretion. You have to do it and learn to do it. It becomes a skill to learn how to ask the right question in just the right way, with a play on words, to say something but without really saying anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Okay. Let's see. When handling financial matters with family members, exercise caution to avoid sustaining the relationship or straining it. Deliberate on both the advantage and detrimental facets of any task before embarking upon it. The current time is propitious for initiating your plans and engagements. Setting clear goals remains the key to a captivating future. So one step at a time. So now they're showing me where, you know, those things you did in elementary or high school, where you did like A, B, C, and then there were steps 1, 2, 3. You know, they're showing me that whatever they call that, building your main format, right? Okay. So, all right. What else will help this person get to where they want to be? What else do you want to tell them? Any other pursuits? Well, that's too many. Okay, on the bottom. Give me 4 cards. I'm taking them on the bottom. You are a kind, loving, and devoted soul. Peace and boundaries, guys. Peace and boundaries. You're peaceful. You have firm boundaries. Okay? But this is what I feel like's in your heart. So, embrace those social invites, opportunities for adventure, and those who ignite your intellect. Engaging in challenges lets you express yourself in various ways. Mentally, physically, and emotionally, and you draw in someone with a truly distinctive perspective perspective. Remember, the sky's the limit. We need much less than we think we need. So somehow when you go out into groups, you will hear little tidbits. I'm hearing little pieces of information that are going to do with solving those puzzles over this next season. You're going to get there. Okay. It's not over, back and forth, unfinished business. This might even be something that somebody has at one time laid down, and then seeing something of somebody else brings it back to the forefront. And you start exploring and searching again. Okay, they were telling me to look at this card again, because I looked down and my ear went off, and it's not over. Back and forth and baggage. So this may be something from the past that rears its head again. That just makes you go on this whole new thing over this next, going into the future, over this next season. Okay? So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to put no runes on that. This is for the members. Is this describing somebody who's in school or has been some kind of investigator of some sort? Some kind of something. I don't know. But that's the message. Guys, thank you for joining me. Again, this is just a members message. This time when I load it up, I will make sure it's members only. I've been having a hard time with that. And I really cannot wait to get members that want to come on, and we want to explore things and ask questions. And, you know, I'm also thinking about doing a rune class, just to let y'all know. And I'm actually thinking about ordering another set at some point to do, they're saying not now, to do with people. And they're saying something about the map again. So we got to do something with the maps, because they're talking about the maps again. Okay, guys, I hope you got something out of this. I hope it resonated for somebody. I hope somebody looks at this message and says, I knew, I was just waiting for someone to come up with something about that. And I'm going to do something about it. Okay? I hope y'all enjoy these new decks. These, the Truth Oracle and the Time Oracle. And this deck for right now, up until I do, I am still getting to know these cards. But I'm focusing on these for the members. After I've done quite a few readings with these, and the more, of course, the more I get to know the cards, the more messages are going to come out. But I really want, you know, then later in the future, I'll probably use them for public readings again. But for right now, I want to focus on you guys. Okay? So, thank you for joining me. That's the message for right now for members only. I don't know what I'll call this one, except whoever acts like they're speaking the truth, they are not. And you get engaged, and you step up to the plate to bring the truth out. Okay, guys, Lana Scott Lighthouse, be a light in the darkness, guys. You never know when you're going to be called into service. Okay, thank you.